Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So once again, I'm using the July, nope, August kit from Scrapbooking with Me. And I'm going to be using this sketch here. And I've used this sketch before using, I think it was one of the Prima collections. But it's just such a simple sketch, yet you can get good impact depending on, what stamp you're doing, if you're stamping and coloring or pattern paper. So this is the collection, the One Canoe 2. And we're gonna, excuse me, our stuff always start falling down. That always happens. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting everything together. And for this sketch, there's one of the papers in that collection where it's so big, the flowers with the gold foil and your rose gold foil, I should say. And it looks like you can't use it on a sketch because it's so big. You would lose it by cutting it up. But I was like, you know what? Let's cut it up. Let's go ahead and use it, and it'll be part of this main like focal image for this sketch. So the matte crafts paper that we put down is 4 1/4. I'm lying. It's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then the pattern paper I cut to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And it's basically taking your 6 by 8 sheet, cutting it right down the middle. So it's 4 and 4. And then lengthwise, you're going to trim it up to the 5 1/4. Now for this piece here, what I love about the sketch is it does give you the pattern paper size or the stamp paper size, and then you have your 1/8 of an inch mat. They have all those measurements right on the sketch, which is really, really nice. You don't always get that. So once again, using the ATG tape and art glitter glue. And I'm telling you, if you guys ever have problems with your placement of your paper and you just wish you had a few extra minutes, using the ATG tape, then just put you some wet glue down. It doesn't have to be art glitter glue. It's just what I use. It does give you a little bit of wiggle room. So we're going to use these rub-ons for this sketch as well. We used them last week. I'll be sure to link it at the very end, that video that we did. And I'm lining up, they're like little hexagon shapes in this rose gold color. Rosy pink, I guess you would say, because it's not shiny. It's more of a dull rub-on, but it's fun. So we're just going to, and of course, I wasn't going this fast. I have sped this up. But you want to be careful because you don't want to rub by accident another piece and have it come off. Which, if you see right here below my hand, there's like a little circle on my glass mat. Well, it came from shoes. And I wasn't even rubbing on shoes. So now I'll have to figure out something else to do. So when I go to use that word, I may have to skip both O's and like use little gemstones for the O's. I don't know. We'll figure out something when that time comes. Now I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which is going to be thank you, using Versaclear ink. And I'm just going to stamp down and pull straight up. And then I left that one hexagon shape because I wanted to put it right next to the thank you. And then it ties in both pieces because the one's going to go on top and it'll sit like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put these pieces to the side. Then I'm going to grab the card and start laying down the tape for the sentiment piece. And we're going to lay that down. And I like to use the wet glue with the sentiment strips as well. Not just for being able to move it, but because when you have different layers, parts of the sentiment is going to kind of stick up unless you're going to put some foam or something underneath it. And I didn't want to do that on these. So I wanted to make sure that not only does the ATG tape stick, but any place where I might not have gotten ATG tape, that it has a little bit of that wet glue, so that way it stays secure. And then we're going to be using this Nuvo drop I just got. It's called Shimmering Rose, and it's so pretty. It goes really well with this collection. I'll be using this a lot for accents, I think. And it taps beautifully as well, so that way it gets nice and flat for the enamel dots. And then this is the version I did before doing the video, just to make sure that everything was going to turn out the way I wanted it to. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for just make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the very end, like I said before, I will have links to last week's video. I'm probably going to be using this sketch for all 4 Fridays in the month of September, only because it's such a pretty collection, and I'm really enjoying using it and showing you different ways to use like the rub-ons and the foam stickers and stuff like that. Now, at the very end, I will have links to scrapbookingwithme.com, where if you go and purchase, you can use my coupon code TT15, and anything that's not already on sale, you'll get an extra 15% off. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great weekend.